Dalton, if you could be an inanimate object, what would you be?
An inanimate object?
Yep, anyone. There's a lot of them out there.
Hmm. I don't know. Like, what would you be?
You know? I think it's a good question to talk about just in general, like someone's just like philosophies, you know? Like you could be like a small object, but that is integral to a larger, you know, object. Like you can be an ATM or you could be a specific part in an ATM. You know, like you could be an optical drive or you could be the whole ass computer. You know what I mean? Um,
Well, see, that's what I was.
I think being a hard drive would be interesting. Like if you were a sentient hard drive, think about how interesting that would be, especially just to kind of like accumulate all of this data and all of this information, and all of these saved files of like an individual person. And especially if it's like if you're some sort of like it would be cool to be like a SIM card on a phone, you know? Or like to be like a hard drive on like a cloud storage system, you know, so you're just accumulating all of these like really happy and like potentially fun moments of like families and good times, and you know you're also getting some like dirt of like screenshots and stuff like that. You know, you're just getting like a whole bunch of information out there that could be really interesting and really heartwarming. Kind of keeps you up on like current events and stuff like that. Like imagine if you were a hard drive in like United States, like Department of Justice, like encryption service.
Well, see, like, when you said that, I was like, well, can I just be the personality unit for an AI?
Oh, that's a good one. What did you just do? Oh, you brought the beacon in.
Yeah, I just did it.
No, that's a good idea. Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, like, what would you consider that to be an inanimate object? Would you consider that to be an object? You know?
Well, you would sooner or later have to make it an object because, like, you have to give it some type of personality to begin with. Um,
But also, you're just lines of code. Like, at the end of the day,
yeah, exactly. So, you're just a chip that reads lines of code.
so
I
you'd want
don't
to
see
be
an
you'd want
issue
to be
with
the chip
this.
then?
I mean, that's pretty much what it is. So,
That's true. So you'd want to be like a computer processor then.
yeah.
I think that's a good answer.
But specifically for AI.
Yeah. You can really, dude. Your character is like partially squatted, like she's taking a dump in the woods. Now you're fully squatted. But now you're just kind of like, oh, that's not comfortable.
What?
Like you know, in gym class when you'd have to hold the chair position for like 30 seconds or a minute. It's like you're doing that, but constantly. And now you're like weirdly crawling on like your knees and your toes at the same time. It's like you're part of the Grudge, and I'm not a fan of it. Straight up, I could do
Oh,
without that.
get me out of here then.
No,
Get me out.
you're gonna live in pain for the rest of your life now. This is your life. You're in pain.